Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Horsetooth Tony here. Today's video, we're taking the F9f-8 Cougar. Whew, what to be said about this plane? So far, out of all the jets I've played, this is one of my favorite jets to play for the United States. It's not the best plane ever, but it's like the F2H or the F9 or the F9f Panther. You fly this mainly as a support. You're not a designated fighter. This thing's more for ground support or supporting other planes. You're not going to do good in one-on-ones with people, which you can surprise some people and get away with some cheeky kills with it. But a good chunk of my gameplay with this plane is I'm either head-onning someone and using those powerful 20mm cannons, or I'm sweeping up a kill from a teammate or waiting for someone to slow down in their energy state and jump on top of them. Other than that, guys, strictly fly this thing as a support jet and you're going to do great things with it. Like I said, it's great at head-onning, so if you have some good skills with head-ons, I recommend baiting people into it. Because I'm kind of ballsy. I fly through their bullets. I really don't care with jets. But it has a decent roll rate, especially at higher speeds, so you can take snapshots and head-ons and roll out. But with that out of the way, let's talk a little bit more about this jet. So guys, let's talk a little bit more about the stats of this jet. The top speed for it is 647 miles per hour when spaded. It's a decent top speed. It's definitely an improvement on the earlier Panthers and the F2H, but it's still not the best at this BR. You're not outrunning anything with that, and to top that off, you don't really have the best acceleration. But don't let that fool you. This baby can still get fast. You just gotta use altitude as your advantage to be able to keep that speed on somebody. But the moment that's gone, and let's say a MiG is flying, he's going to outfly you. He's got the acceleration to speed up after turns, the energy retention. So, I mean, the speed category of this plane's not that good. The same with the turn time. It's 32 seconds with for a full circle, but you can kind of cheat with it and use the rudder turn and make this baby turn pretty fast. And its optimal turn speed is anywhere between 400 to 500 miles per hour. This thing really turns at that speed. But you can turn really fast, but you also dump speed just as fast as you're turning. So you got to really pick when you're going to turn against the enemy. Make sure there's no one coming to help them, or else you'll leave yourself as a sitting duck for an easy kill. Now, the climb rate is 5,768, something around there, feet per minute, which is a decent climb rate. It's not much better than other Panthers or anything like that, but as we know, it can get you to where you want to go, as long as there's some side climbing, trying to avoid combat at the beginning. Yeah, it's decent. It's not the best. I'd say it's mediocre for what it fights. A lot of MiG-15s, G91s. The only thing I hate fighting in is Swifts. Swifts are way too fast for this thing, and they're just the bane of my existence at 8.3. The firepower for this thing is really good with those 20mm cannons. Always use the air belts for them, or at least that's what I use, and always seems to have the best rounds in it. You can get the AIM-9Bs, which aren't the best missiles, but aren't better than no missiles, to be honest. You really want to fire them at unsuspecting enemies, or you fire them to make someone turn and lose their energy, lose their speed. You can use them that way, but I tend to, like I said, I tend to take them off now just because that performance hit just all around isn't really worth it to me. I mean, I usually, if I carry the missiles, I might get like 1 or 2 kills with them, but the rest of my kills are usually guns. So if I do take them in, I just shoot them off as fast as I can to drop that extra weight and try to get me back to an advantage. Since you're not really the fastest turning plane, have the most top speed or acceleration, those missiles can and will screw your plane's performance up. But fighting styles for this, like I said earlier, you really need to play this as a support fighter. You shouldn't be trying to go into one-on-ones unless it's forced, and if you're going in those, you need to spam the cover me function just to get someone over there to help you, because if not, you're just gonna get mollywopped. You can defensive fly this, but I can never really make it work. I've gotten some reversals. I've shot a couple vampires by reversing them in a scissors, and I'll hit their wings, and it'll just say hit, and they don't die. So I personally just try to find unsuspecting enemies, drop in on them, hit them with those 20 millimeters, and dip out. Another key thing about this plane is, since it doesn't have that fast acceleration, you really need to try to keep your speed, or at least keep altitude, so you can gain speed really fast. Because the moment this thing's really slow, you're screwed. Your roll rate's not as good. You just can't maneuver. Like I said, you want to be between 400 to 500 miles per hour for your optimal maneuvering. But man, she's a sweet jet. I've never ripped the wings on it. I've done some hard turns, twist, everything, going fast as hell. It has some elevator compression after like 550 and up, so you really need to watch that when you're diving down on enemies. Make sure you're using that air brake so you don't compress and smack into the ground. But past that, guys, all in all, it's a better improvement over the Panther, the Cougar. I'd rather fly the Cougar over the Panther. And yeah, guys, so this is a little bit of my jet gameplay you guys have been watching in the background. I'm not the best. I was trying to get aces, but I just couldn't get them. Like that guy, I ran into him 4 times that just smacked the ground. He just wouldn't let anybody kill him. He'd rather suicide and not give people the kills, which was driving me crazy. But you know, sometimes it was just I'd have to reload and go back to base. People would mop up the rest of them, and I wouldn't be able to come back and secure that last kill for the ace. But like always, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on my videos for more content like this. And like always, I'll catch you on the next one.